headphone holders and shit. Yeah, it's nice.
It's
$39.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can choose the
Sick,
color.
dude, and I would totally get that rustic.
Yeah.
Bro, 55, dude. Yeah.
Oh, you can get a bigger
55
too.
inch?
$55 for a bigger one. That's nice.
Yeah, dude, that's real nice.
I should have splurged and spent the extra $20.
Yeah, dude, I think I might order that shit right now.
Yeah, that's nice. But anyway, we're having a great conversation, and Bailey decided I have to turn on the camera. We were talking about emulating games and shit.
Controversial opinion. You said EA is ran by the who?
No. EA said, fuck, I don't want to fuck up the quote, but they basically said that gamers should get used to not owning their games. That's what the CEO of EA said. And Nintendo basically is saying the same thing, that like, you guys don't own your games, you lease them from us, basically. That's
what the fuck?
That's what Nintendo's saying about the Switch 2. And in my personal opinion, if gamers don't own their games, then emulating your games is not stealing them.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah. If I don't own the game, if I can't own the game, then piracy
is not stealing.
Back in. Pirate everything you want.
Piracy is not stealing.
Yo ho, yo ho. A pirate's life for me, baby.
If you don't own your Switch 2 games, then when I pirate them, it's not stealing.
Yeah. Okay. And second, if you own one of the new Switches, you're obviously gay, right?
You're obviously gay.
You're obviously gay. You got.
I'm not gonna lie. When they come out with like a Switch 2 Lite and it's like $300, I might get it. But like, maybe if it goes on sale for like Black Friday.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm gonna wait in 15 years when I'm like, oh, I missed out on so much, and I buy me a Switch at some garage.
I'm getting into the Legend of Zelda right now, and I just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. That's been my big thing for my channel, is I'm playing the whole series of Legend of Zelda for the first time, like fresh reaction to the whole series. That's what I've been doing.
That's actually a great idea. I've never once played a Zelda game either.
I've played Wind Waker, which is the one where he's like on a boat and you're with a bunch of pirates, and that's the only one I played. I played it as a kid, and I got maybe like 5 hours into the game, never beat it. But yeah, no, I'm going through the whole thing now, and I'm not a huge fan of like the top-down like 2D Zelda games, but I might play a couple of those.
You know what I really would like to do?
What's that?
If I could get, and I've been thinking about it, because like, I mean, I'm not a big Xbox guy, but I've been thinking, get an Xbox, and you get to like
Steam Deck, you can emulate any 360 game.
but like I would like to do play old Xbox games.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And you know,
that's kind of a big part of
those.
That's kind of a big part of what I'm doing with my channel, is I'm playing games I've never played before and just reacting to them.
Yeah. Like if I could go back.
Me and Bella are playing through Baldur's Gate right now, and it's so much fun. But those are the hardest videos to make out of all the videos I'm trying to do right now. Like I'm playing.
There's so much in it. Like in between.
There's so much, and it's so. You get like, we play for 2 hours and we're less than 1% through the game. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like, yeah, there's so much to do and it's so much recording. Like I was talking to Bella about it earlier today, and I was like, those videos, like me and my girlfriend play Baldur's Gate or whatever I end up naming those videos, those are probably going to come out like once a month, because it takes so long to edit them. There's so much going on in those videos.
The thumbnail is, my girlfriend gets to peg me if she rolls a D20, and it's your face, you're going.
No, I would never do that. Like
I would never let my girlfriend peg me for a D20.
The game is actually built so that if you roll, it wants the game to feel cinematic. So the game can tell if you're rolling a bunch of low rolls, it increases your chances of getting a nat 20. That way the nat 20 is that more cinematic once you actually get it.
Word. Yeah. So it's more of like a build-up?
The game can also tell if you get a bunch of high rolls constantly, it's gonna
lowball you, right?
It's gonna make it more likely that you get a nat 1 and you get that critical failure.
Suck.
Yeah. So it's like even more like it's a cinematic failure too.
Goddamn. Cinematic failure.
So I thought that was a kind of a.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
You know what I would love to replay though?
What's that?
So you remember the old Pac-Man World game that they came out with on the OG Xbox?
Yeah, I remember
where it was like
that.
the 3D Pac-Man game?
Yeah. And you could you're like fucking spinning
and be flying and shit. Yeah, and you're fighting like the giant ghost
last week, dude. I thought like that was a fever dream. I've never met a single person ever talk about this fucking game.
That is one of my
I played it on the PS2.
All-time favorite video games.
That's insane.
Yeah, all-time favorite video games. I played it as a kid. I played the dog shit out of it. I played that game to the point where like the top cover where the disc art started to come off.
That's
like it was
awesome.
faded and flaky, and I still played that. I just put some white the white toothpaste,
The white
without the
toothpaste?
grit in it.
Hey, I
Put
know
that
this
shit in
is
there.
this is weird to cut it off right now. Do you need this memory card? Because I totally forgot to bring my laptop.
No, you can take it with you.
I can take it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll bring it back. Oh, I'm gonna see you Monday probably, so I'll bring it back to you Monday.
But that, and I wanted to do. Remember, I was telling you like forever ago. I was like, I want to play the old Halo games just to get the rehash of what they were.
Can I tell you a kick-ass story real quick? Because
Yeah.
you said Halo, and I was talking to my Uncle Mike. Shout out to you, Uncle
Shout
Mike.
out Uncle Mike. That
He
motherfucker
watches-
be sending me some crazy shit on Instagram, dog. His Instagram reels are just as infected as mine. It is
sends me
complete
crazy
debauchery.
Uncle
I saw
Mike-
one where it was a skinny dude and a fat trans woman on the back of a little moped
Uncle
scooter.
Mike is always talking to me about how he likes to eat a nice weed brownie and listen to the podcast. That's
Dude.
like one of his favorite pastimes. And he'll go a while without listening to him, so he binge watches like 3 episodes. while
He's like,
sitting there.
God damn, these cocksuckers got it going right.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what they're
He's
doing.
like,
man.
he. That was me who said the trans woman video for sure.
He'll text me lines that we said from the podcast, and it'll be like from 6 months ago. And I was like, I don't even remember saying that.
I sent him one thing. I saw, and I mean, I'm talking about debauchery, chat. Debauchery. It was some fucked up shit, and it even like made me clutch my pearls when I saw it. And I
my
looked
pearls.
down in the bottom corner of the phone, and your uncle's profile picture.
He liked it.
And I was like, well, if Mike did it, I gotta like it too. And I sent it to like all my
I
friends.
can't let Mike be more debaucherous than me.
Yeah, dude. I think I might have sent him one of those Dobby AI videos one time.
That's insane.
Master Porter, quit taking in me, bro.
No,
Shit.
the story I was gonna tell, I was playing on the Steam Deck, and I was talking to Uncle Mike about it. I was telling him how I've been emulating games. He didn't even know what emulating was. I had to explain it to him, and then I sent him a link. like,
Emulator.
how to like emulate shit. He's been emulating on his PC. He saw me. He told
He's
me.
like emulating old hentai games from the 90s.
No, he saw me on Steam. He told me to add him on Steam. He saw me on there playing Zelda, and he was like, "How are you playing that?" And I had to explain to him what an emulator was and
Yeah.
shit. And no, super funny though. So anyway, I was asking him for some recommendations for some like older games. I was like, since I've been emulating games, I've been getting really into like a lot of older games, and I just wanted some recommendations. And he's like, "Here's what I recommend," and he sent me 4 video games on Steam.
Word.
Yeah, like not cheap video games too. Like it was at least probably like $60 or $70 worth
Well,
of
he
video
just bought
games.
them and sent them to you?
He just bought them and sent them to me. He bought me.
Very nice. Shouts out Uncle Mike.
Shouts out Uncle Mike. What was it? He bought me Borderlands Game of the Year edition. Great game.
Word.
The enhanced edition that came out with like the
Yeah.
new consoles. That's the one he bought for me.
I'm not a big Borderlands fan, but that one specifically.
one's great.
I mean, the first one was great, but like the whenever they redid them
Yeah.
and everything for the new gens, kick ass, dude.
Yeah, super
I'm not a
good.
huge fan of
He
it, but I
sent me
definitely love it.
the orange box,
Love the
the
graphics.
orange box collection, which comes with like Team Fortress and Half-Life and like all those games that. Valve-
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like
You
the
have
orange.
like the OG Half-Life?
Yeah, the orange box collection comes with like all the games that Valve made, basically, like Portal
You have
and like
Half-Life
all
2?
those. Yeah, Half-Life 2. It has the multiplayer Half-Life, which I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, it was like a little thing they did, but like they started it and then it like immediately failed or some shit like that.
So he sent me the orange box collection. Then he sent me Left 4
I may be wrong. Don't come for me in the chat.
He sent me Left 4 Dead. He said that's one of his favorite zombie
Mm-hmm.
games, so he sent me Left 4 Dead. And then he sent me the Master Chief Collection, which has it's all the Halo
Yeah,
games.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, Reach, and ODST.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
That's like it's like $40 on Steam, I think, and he bought it for me
Mm-hmm.
and sent it to me. And I was like, "That's fucking insane, dude!" And it's all of the Halo games remastered with Halo 4's graphics, basically. So it looks fucking insane.
Yeah, dude. It's
I started playing Halo 2, and I was like, "Holy shit, this
Holy
is
shit.
yeah, it looks fucking great."
You're like, yo, these hunters definitely look like some worms. An amalgamation of worms.
An amalgamation of worms.
I was playing it. I was playing a 1v1 on Halo 3 with a friend of mine and go over to that. And this motherfucker's got all kind of shit. Every nerdy shit. Everything you could have wanted in your childhood, he's making up for not having.
I told some people this at work I've told 2 people this at work over the last month, so I'm gonna say it on the podcast. I used to be in a Halo clan back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, and
I
they
used
were
to
like
watch MLG on YouTube.
they were for real. They were like trying to go pro and shit. They had like 350 members. They had their own website.
Wow.
They were fucking serious. They had clan meetings every single week. They were like for real about it, trying to go pro. and shit.
Rallies even.
Yeah, rallies even. It was crazy. And they had like different factions because you could only have like I think what is it 16 people or something in a Halo lobby. So like in order to have meetings, they had like group leaders basically. And so like whatever faction of like they had different factions in the clan, and whatever faction you were in, you had to go to your group leader and you had your meeting that week or some shit like that.
Really?
It was some fucking real hardcore gaming
Did
shit.
you ever watch the MLG shit?
Yeah.
MLG stuff?
Yeah, I
you
used
remember
to.
like straight ripping and fucking God, that was really the only one I remember straight ripping.
Me, Andrew, my cousin, and one of our really good friends that we played with on Xbox, all of us were like, yeah, I mean, this like clan's a little bit too serious for us. We're not trying to go pro playing Halo, basically. And we were like,
Clan's a little too white.
yeah, a little too white. Anyway, no, we were like, so we basically went on and we made our own fucking clan, and it was just like an Xbox clan of our friends, and we were just trying to play video. We were just trying to play
XX.
We were just trying to play like Mass Effect and Halo and Minecraft, and like that's what we were trying to do at the time. I was like in middle school when this happened, and some of the guys from our Lost Legion was, I don't know if I can even say their name. They're probably not even a clan anymore. But anyway,
hits us with copyright hard.
Right.
Just mentioning their name.
Lost Legion was the name of the clan, and we left the clan, and some of the people in the clan found out that we went on and made our own fucking group. We had our own fucking video game clan, and they were like coming after us because they were like, they were like, you took like 16 of our members, you took like 20 of our members or some shit. But all the people that left their clan and joined ours were like our friends and shit. So like it's not like we were just sitting there taking their fucking members. It was,
like recruiting, poaching.
Yeah, no, it was just friends of ours, and like they were like really coming after us and like trying to get our accounts banned and like
I got your IP address, faggot.
yeah, it was shit like that. It was fucking insane. What a good time. I miss like the old 360 days.
Yeah, the old Xbox 360. It was like the toxicity of it, and then it was like I remember those days where it was Omegle.
Yeah.
And Xbox 360, and it was all debauchery. I'm sitting there 12 years old, 13 years old, just like everything's fine. And here I am, a 28-year-old.
Yeah. No, but on the note of what's been going on with Switch 2 lately, I've been looking into it. I was listening to videos all day, which, by the way, being back at the golf course, I think that's the best part of it, is I can sit there and actually listen to shit again.
You could fucking
At
shit.
At the pallet place, I wasn't allowed to have headphones in while I'm shooting pallets. Like,
because you do shit like fucking bust your
face in with a nail gun. You can't have headphones in while you're doing that. You did that without headphones? Imagine if you had headphones in.
Yeah. Like, foul! Oh no, foul! That happens like 3 times.
No, but I didn't have headphones in, so I listened to shit at work again, which I think is great for the podcast, because I don't have shit to talk about if I'm not listening to shit.
Oh yeah, dude, no, I feel that. All that has been in my ear is breaking down Christian fundamentalism. Talk about how they don't want you to be gay no more.
No, but I listened to
They're going to make you be Christians now.
I was all day yesterday, I was listening to shit on the Switch 2, because I was sitting there thinking, how the fuck am I going to emulate games on the Switch 2? They're saying that the physical cartridges of games are not going to contain the games anymore.
Yeah.
It's going to be
crazy.
It's going to be a passkey that allows you to download the game online, basically.
Yeah. And it's like, and that passkey is like $90.
And I was like, how the fuck are you going to, because the way they emulate games, you put the CD or the cartridge into a machine that holds the CD or cartridge, and then you download the files onto your computer, and then somebody puts those files online, and that's how you're able to download emulated games offline. So if the cartridges no longer contain the game, somebody can't download the game and then put it online. So like, how the fuck are you gonna emulate games? I was listening to shit about it all day yesterday trying to figure this out, because I was like, I want to play Switch 2 games. Well, I'm not buying a fucking Switch 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
So what I
definitely
did,
do it though.
After hours of listening to videos, what I found out is Nintendo's really only doing it for like third-party games. Games made by Nintendo are gonna have the games on the cartridge. So like Mario and Smash Bros and fucking Kirby, all that shit that Nintendo makes is actually.
I heard they're making a new Kirby game. I'm excited about the Kirby. I'm trying to get sucked up.
Trying to get sucked up
by the pink gay. I tell you what,
I'm just trying to play some Zelda, man, and I don't want to have to buy a Nintendo system to do it.
Well, gotta tell you what I'm excited for, though.
What are you excited for?
I'm excited for this fucking Comic-Con shit coming up.
Oh yeah,
Atlanta Comic-Con.
You're doing Atlanta Comic-Con. I forgot about
Comic-Con. I'm super excited. I'll try to actually get some footage this time. I was gonna make some stuff. I went to Superstar Comic-Con in Savannah a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which was actually pretty tight.
Yeah.
I got some
Any
of these.
Comic-Con is pretty tight.
I got a lightsaber. I got 2 of
A
them.
lightsaber.
A lightsaber. Dude, that's so fucking clean. And you just gotta barely whisk it out, and it really doesn't.
Barely whisk it.
But dude, honestly, like,
You
super
gotta barely
small.
jerk it.
Yeah, barely jerk it. So do you remember when we went to Comic-Con, right? And it was
We went to Collecticon, but yeah.
yeah, Collecticon. How big that was?
Yeah.
So imagine like the space for something that big, but really small. Like the space for all that, but like not enough vendors to really fit in it.
Oh.
You
So
know?
it was like the smaller event basically.
Yeah, it was like super small.
It was
real
a big
cool.
function, small
Big
event.
function. Big function.
Bailey
small
knows all
event.
about that.
Yeah,
Big
it
function.
functions big, but it is really a small little thing you got to deal with. But they, you know, right there, it's right by SCAD. SCAD is right there in Savannah, obviously.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people who were there, like artists and shit like that, which, I mean, naturally, a lot of people make T-shirts and all that jazz. But they were like people who actually make comic books.
Yeah.
And make their own comic books. And I have a card up there. It's for, they help people who are independent writers get their comics and such published. Not necessarily published, but like printed out and like have some type of like indie publishing, whatever. And it'll send them out on like monthly newsletters and shit like that to give you a little bit of exposure, which is pretty cool if you're just making comics and you're trying to diddle around with some shit. I met a couple of the guys.
Not trying
to diddle around like anything crazy. Not diddle, but you know what I'm saying.
Not Diddy.
Not diddy diddle, but I met some comic book illustrators who did some Deadpool stuff,
That's cool.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shit, which is really cool.
Oh yeah.
I got to see Ray Park. Looked
Really?
Darth Maul straight in his eyes.
What?
Looked Darth Maul straight in his eyes, and I looked at him and I said, "Gay." No, I did. I did.
Bailey said, "You're not as scary as I thought you were gonna be."
No, it's funny because like
It's
I
funny
was
because on camera you're always so horrifying.
Yeah,
but,
you're
like,
terrifying. When I was a little boy,
in person you're
I
a nice
got
guy.
When I was a little boy, I got this a Phantom, the Darth Maul costume. It came with the mask, the lightsaber, and the hood cape, right? And I kept the hood cape and the lightsaber, but I was terrified of the mask. So anytime I was acting up, my mom would be like, "I'm gonna go get the mask," and I swear to God, I would like freak out. Like it's to this day, I remember like the fear that would run through me. And I'm looking at this man.
And you were thinking about the mask.
And I was thinking about that fucking mask, dog. And it's like a weird sense of childhood trauma I'm like facing. And I'm like, dude, this guy right here.
Dude, I just faced my traumas today.
Yeah,
Hell
this
yeah.
guy right here. And I'm
not
in
that
line.
gay.
I'm in line. And first off, one day during his break, he pulls out a lightsaber and him and a fan are just fucking dueling.
That's
just fucking choo. And I'm recording it and I'm like, hell yeah. And this lady fucking rushes up to me, be like, hey, you can't record. What are you doing? Run like up on me. So I'm thinking she's gonna try to jug my phone, and I erased the fucking video and I forgot to save it. I forgot to save it. I didn't know how to. I was just like, oh shit, boom. And I had been like recording stuff.
I would have been like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I would have deleted it forever, and then later that day gone to recover.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can recover shit that you deleted. How long ago did you delete it?
A couple weeks ago.
It has 30 days for you to recover it.
Oh shit!
You might be able to recover it right now.
Dude,
live
that's
on the
crazy.
podcast.
Live
Let's see if
on
you
the
can
pod.
do it. He's like, don't look at all the shit I deleted. There's a bunch of porn shit on here.
Don't look at all these pictures of fate. Where would you go?
Go to your gallery.
Uh-oh. Gallery.
Oh, is it on Snapchat?
Yeah.
Did you save it?
See, that's what I was saying. I thought I had saved it because I was recording things, saving it, and erasing it. Because I didn't want to post them all up. I was just trying to save them to pull them aside for a video I was going to make, and then.
On your camera on your phone, if you're taking a video and you delete it, you can recover it within 30 days.
Damn,
on
I got so excited.
Snapchat actually archives everything.
Like
huh?
It's my ear itching like a motherfucker. It archives everything?
Snapchat archives everything you've ever sent or received. And there's a way to access it, but it's not fucking easy.
God damn.
Yeah.
That'd be
I heard that and I was like, damn, all those nudes I received?
all them titty pictures I received, just gone.
My dick is
in the
out
wiener.
there.
Oh my god, dude.
My dick
There's
is out
so
there
many agents
on
that
the
have seen my
internet.
wiener. That's so funny.
There's so many Indian people running the Snapchat archive.
Oh
I've
my
seen.
god, what are you doing? It is so
Bailey
small.
again.
What are you doing to me? Freaking out. But
Yeah, because you can't just it can't just get deleted off the internet. That's not how the internet works.
Yeah.
Snapchat archives everything you've ever received and
that's
sent.
crazy.
Yeah,
But
I'm not gonna say it on the podcast, but I have a story about that.
that's so funny. But yeah, that whole trip was really nice. So actually, I got to see him. I got I
If it
saw
cuts off here in a minute, I'm gonna tell you the
I saw
story.
Samwise from the fucking Lord of the Rings.
Hell yeah, Hell yeah, man.
I did all that stuff, and I just really enjoy going to things like that.
I also enjoyed going to when we went to Collecticon. That was very
It's
fun.
just so fun. It's just a bunch of neat
It's a bunch
art.
of nerds doing nerd shit.
Nerds
It's
doing
super
nerd
cool.
shit.
Yeah.
And dude, okay, so first time in my life I've ever actually seen like real furries. At Collecticon, I saw one or two half furred out. This time,
Half for that.
in the Savannah heat, no less, full fursona. Full on fursona.
I've never met one in full fursona.
Full fursona, bro.
That's weird.
Paws, man, everything. I saw one. It was like a demon, like skull looking thing.
I
and it
met.
was like
I used to. I say friend. Friend is a very loose term here. I was friends with a
I was
furry.
like, it was my best friend. That was my furry. It was me.
No, it was my best friend at the time, Tyler. He had a friend from high school who was a furry. And Tyler was friends with him because he felt bad. This kid had no friends when they were in high school, basically, because everyone made fun of him for being a furry. As they should. Anyway, this is when I was going to a bunch of frat parties and shit, and we would take him with us. And he invited us to his house, and we were playing beer pong. It was just us, him. It was me, Tyler, him, and his friend named Kyle, who was also a furry, who he met at a furry convention. Me and Tyler were leaving after we fucking drank that night or whatever, played beer pong. We were leaving, and he was like, "Yeah, he's definitely fucking Kyle." Like that's how they know each other. He was like, "That's what furries do. They go to these conventions and they fuck each other." I was like, "Ew, I don't want to think about that." I was like, "I don't know if I could be friends with your furry friend. I'm sorry."
I would be friends with a furry. If any of my friends
was
watch
friends
this
with
and
a
you're
furry.
like low key furries,
I just didn't want
fuck
any
yeah,
part
dude.
of it.
I will still be your friend and you know what? I will never tell nobody don't get no cheek. I will never tell nobody don't get no cheek because I will do some crazy things for some
I will be
cheek.
your friend, and I won't dox you and say your name on the internet. Remember that.
Yeah, remember that.
Remember that. But the guy that you're fucking who shares the same name as me, I will dox him. He was a furry.
He was a furry. His name was Kyle.
His name was Kyle.
I'd be like, whoa, can I see your forehead? And then I look at it, and then like you go to like
cum all over.
Like maybe I want to put it on, but also what does it smell like? And then,
No, they don't smell good. I don't know that for a fact. I never even saw his persona or whatever. I've just.
But it's just like stereotypical that they're a very stinky fandom.
Yeah.
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 No, I agree. But can I tell you, I'm not saying if a girl was like, hey, look, we can smash consensually.
Consensually.
But damn, this has been in my face the whole fucking shot. But I gotta wear my fursuit a little bit. I mean, how much of the suit you got on? You know what I'm saying? Are we just putting on a helmet and ride?
Wait, I'm gonna say this because I told Derek I was gonna tell everybody this, and I was gonna fucking dox him because this is fucking weird. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I openly tell people this. He was fucking seeing this girl one time who was into like basically him fucking her in the dog kennel. Like she wanted him to put on a leash while she crawled into the dog kennel, and he fucked her in the ass. Like it's fucking crazy. I was like,
dude, lucky guy.
Lucky guy.
That'd be a funny prank if it was me. Huh?
Why the mentally ill ones never want me?
Why does I want to fuck someone in the ass while they're in the. I tell you what, though, before we end this little banter, I would like to say it's been fun. I really enjoyed this.
It's been fun, yeah.
And I'm excited for what we can do later on hard for us to get together recently.
Yeah. But hopefully with everything I got going on now and everything you got going on, it'll be easier.
I'm gonna be in a new kitchen soon. That might fucking eat my ass to hell and back. But I mean,
And
shit.
Either way, even if we're not able to get together because you got to move and I know you got to start a new job and all this shit. If we're not able to get together that much, I feel like what we could at least do is shoot a couple things back to back and schedule them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just kind of not be posting relevant shit, I guess.
Yeah, like, I mean, fuck, dude, we can layer them out.
That's what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get ahead and start scheduling stuff again and not just be frantically posting stuff the day of anymore.
Yeah, dude, having...
Because I was on top of it for a while in the beginning when we started the podcast and I just fell off sometime last year.
Dude, if I would have had a car last summer, we probably still would have
You would have been unstoppable.
I would have been like fucking bet.
You would have been crushing puss.
I would have been crushing.
Maybe not,
puss.
but
I would have definitely went to more shows.
Yeah.
Definitely interviewed a couple of bands.
yeah.
Fucking, yeah, dude.
Damn, I just fucked it up too. I just remembered there's this dude that I was working with, and he does local shows. He plays at a bar in Tennessee. He goes out there like every other weekend. His name's Wayne. And he does shows and shit, and he's super into magic. He used to talk to me, like, me and him built a lot of pallets together. He was like my main partner.
The Gathering?
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
like he's not really into magic. Like he just.
No, I should have specified. He's into Magic the Gathering.
Doing card tricks. Yeah, he's really into magic.
He would talk to me about it nonstop. Like he's trying to do, or he used to do magic professionally.
And if you have a necro card, a green and a white, you have those guardian angels, and then you have an Ark of Shankriel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. I don't
No,
really
but
know
like
shit
he
about.
used to play Magic professionally, and he's trying to get back into doing it, is what he was telling me. And then he was also telling me that he plays guitar and he's trying to do shows, or he does shows in Tennessee every now and then. And I was like, dude, we should get you on the podcast. And I told him all about the podcast. He was like, dude, that's awesome. He deadass told me. I told him, I was like, oh, Bailey's gonna get a kick out of this when I told him. He was like, dude, you're probably the most famous person I've ever met. You know that? He was like, you have a podcast and you get 100 views an episode. You're probably the most famous person I've ever met.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. I was like, hell yeah, we have a famous podcast.
Hell yeah, dude.
I gave him the name of the podcast and everything. He said he was going to check it out. If he's able to get a hold of me
All
somehow.
I can find is shit about guitars, man. What are you talking? It's like, yeah, no, you got to bypass all the gay shit.
Yeah, you got to bypass the other Riff Ranch. We're more popular than them now.
Yeah, we're more popular. Yeah. I'd say we're second to Creepcast. If you ask me.
I looked at them. They have more subscribers than us. They have like 200 or 300 subscribers, but we get more views than them because they only get like 10 views.
And it's because of people like you.
It's because of people like
my
you.
My ranchoros, my heart and soul, my babies, my bubalas, my ponchaneras.
But yeah, maybe I can ask Sydney for his number or something. I ended up leaving without giving a 2-week notice because my face hurt so bad, and I called out like 3 days in a row, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just not going in. And I called them and said I quit. And I hate doing that. I don't like not giving a 2-week notice, but my face hurt and I just wasn't going to go back.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck him.
So I couldn't listen to my headphones, and then I ended up giving myself a concussion.
Yeah.
Everybody, Kyle has CTE.
I have CTE.
Well, that's all for us from this episode of the Riff Ranch
If I
podcast.
can get a hold of him, we should have him on. That would be super fun.
Absolutely.
Because it seems up our alley. You know, we want to interview people that do music and shit, and like
I would love to ask him about like.
He used to play Magic professionally, which I feel like is super interesting.
I would sit there and love to hear him talk about that. Yeah. Be like, I'd like use my little bit of knowledge about Magic to like. He's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? And I'm like, totally, yeah, dude. I have a
yeah, like a card trick. Like,
yeah. No. Where's my card? Yeah. I got it.
I know Magic.
Yeah, find the land card. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, the quarters behind your ear, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
he's like, pull the rabbit out of the hat, but really
like, that's not the Magic I'm talking about.
Really, that. So you used to be a professional Magic player. I have to ask, where do you keep the rabbit? And he's like, who the fuck? Maroon.
Who the fuck? Anyway, thank you guys so much. This has been a great episode of the Riff Ranch Podcast.
We love you.
Remember to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell.
At the top of the episode.
Yeah, we should have said it at the beginning, but
hey, hit that notification bell. Hit us in the comments. Call us a Frajan Ghoul. I don't care.
Thank you guys so much. We love you and we need you.
We
Bye,
really
Mom.
need you. Bye, Daddy. Bye, Diddy.